Hey, all right, so we're actually going to look at answers in Genesis. This is in your science activity manual today, 129 and 130. I would just want to go over a couple things here, okay? First off, we are going to be looking at Genesis so that we can prove or deny a hypothesis. So, if we haven't discussed it, or it may have been a while, let's go over what a hypothesis is. A hypothesis is an educated guess based off of the information that you have been provided with. And a lot of times, scientists use a hypothesis to create questions in their mind so that they can go back to the data and prove or disprove what they are seeking to find. Okay. So when we look at Genesis, our first hypothesis, okay, educated guess, sea animals existed before land animals, okay? Well, we're going to use Genesis in order to deny or accept this hypothesis. So the information that we have been given is Genesis 1:20 through 23, where it says sea creatures were created on day 5. Okay. And then in Genesis 1:24 through 25, land creatures were created on day 6. All right. So again, we have information. We have when these creatures were created according to Genesis. And then the hypothesis or the guess is that sea animals existed before land. Okay. So in your hypothesis, we can see that sea animals were created before land animals. Therefore, in that box that says accept or deny, we are going to put accept. Okay? All right, let's do one more. Sea animals turned into land animals. Ooh. Well, some people may believe that, but look at Genesis. God created animals according to their kinds. Okay? And I get into long debates about these with persons I know. And what we must do is always go back to the Bible and say, this is evidence that I can accept or deny this truth. So, sea animals cannot turn into land animals because, as it states in Genesis, animals were made according to their own kind. So a whale is going to stay a whale, a coyote is going to stay a coyote, a frog, a human, and so forth and so on. Okay, so that we are going to deny. What I want you to do is the next two on your own, doing what we have just done. Okay, look at the hypothesis, the educated guess, and then I want you to look at the concrete evidence that they provide in Genesis for you. Then you're going to do or write your conclusion about the hypothesis. Okay, and this is your own conclusion. There is no right or wrong, but look at the information that you have been given in order to draw a valid conclusion. Okay? All right, let's turn around to the back here. So, for number 2 on the back, again, this is going to be according to you. How are dogs and whales similar? How are they similar? Okay, can we think of some ways that they may be similar? I'll give you one example. They're both mammals. Okay, so that's one. Go ahead and look up some other reasons they may be similar. All right. So there are also many differences between a dog and a whale. Think about some of those differences. Let's try to imagine what would have had to happen for an animal like a dog that lives on land to change into a whale that swims and lives in the ocean. Okay, so we're going to put our thinking caps on, and I want you to think of ways that a dog would have needed in order to change into a whale. Okay? Look at the different attributes of a dog. Okay? What does a dog have? What do they not have? Then you think of the whale. Okay? What do they have and what do they not have? So you are comparing the two. And lastly, for 4, 5, and 6, you're going to write each verse, or you're going to write about what each verse tells you about these sea creatures, okay? So I want you to open up your Bible once again, and I want you to read those verses, and then you're going to tell me what it says, all right? And then you are going to write your own hypothesis, your educated guess about how whales were created, okay? You can use your Bible for this. And please have fun with this assignment, okay? All right, I'll talk to you later.